Hey guys, welcome to Fox Answers. Today the question comes from Politics and Government under Politics. How will America redeem itself after electing Trump? Question mark. Because right now we are in international embarrassment. Period. Question mark. Now it felt like a statement, but also a question, and so it seemed like you were a little unsure at that point. And I think I know why, and I think I know the exact thing you're talking about. Now recently, you probably saw it on the news, or probably ran 24/7 like everything else that Trump does, is essentially that Trump was in the middle of a speech and he burped. And I know that in some cultures that's a positive thing, but in American culture, if you're not from the United States, just so you know, burping is seen as a little bit offensive. And a lot of times it's unintentional. I think it was unintentional in that moment. But some people are taking it very seriously, and they're thinking the president was doing something unbecoming of the role that he's in, and I think you're wondering, was it embarrassing or was it an accident? Because if it was on purpose, yeah, it's embarrassing. It's real embarrassing. We don't want to be seen as someone who's acting unbecoming in front of other nations. I mean, he's our leader, and he should be not burping in front of everybody. Now, one thing you might not want to think, one thing you might want to think about is that in some countries, burping is actually a positive thing. It means you enjoyed a meal, and so in some other countries, that's what that means. And I think maybe that's where your confusion is coming in. Was it a positive burp? Was it a negative burp? Maybe you're not American. Maybe you don't know. It sounds like you might be, because you said we are national. So I think you are American. Maybe that's where you're getting confused. Maybe internationally you're thinking some nations think that we're good, some nations think that we're bad because of this burp that happened. Now, also what happens is when you're talking a lot, and this has even happened to me before, when you're talking a lot, sometimes you accidentally swallow some air. And when that comes out, it ends up being a burp, and sometimes you don't realize it's coming until it's too late. And I think that's what happened in this moment, because he doesn't even skip a beat in his speech. He just powers right on through. And so that's why I don't think it's embarrassment. As far as redeeming ourselves, I don't think it was meant offensively. And so I don't think he's going to apologize, because he's thinking it was an accident, guys. Let's take it down a notch. Let's move past this. Let's not even pretend that we care about this, because it's not something that is going to affect anyone. And so I would just encourage you to look at it that way. I don't think the world's going to remember this burp in the long term. And I think as a country, we're going to get past it. And that our redeeming ourselves will essentially just be holding our heads high and pushing through and just waiting for this kind of story to go past. And I think that's how we're going to get through. I appreciate your question. And that's it for Fox Answers today. I'll catch you on the next one.